Breaking news. Finally, Finland have given their final decision regarding Simon Ekpa's case. Date for trial and date for negotiation and date for interrogation have been confirmed by the Finnish authorities. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're welcome to this YouTube channel. This is the only channel where you get your legit information, raw data regarding what is happening between the Biafran Liberation Army and the Zoo Army of Nigeria. This is where you also get your legit information on happenings in Finland. That's the rubbish petition, the rubbish evidence the Nigerian government is coming up with, terrorism evidence. And their claim is that Simon Ekpa have been using his social media handle to gaslighting terrorism and killings in Southeast. Now, the question now to this same Nigerian government and these so-called Nigerian politicians, since Simon Ekpa have been on detention from December till now, close to 3 months now, what is still happening in Southeast is still happening. The high rate of insecurity is even more. Now, these herdsmen now write letters to some of communities in Southeast. These herdsmen are now write letters to communities in Biafra land. Remember what happened in Ebonyi State last week? How they went into a community and they massacred close to 19 people. 19 innocent Biafrans massacred by these Fulani herdsmen. And remember the kind of ammunition, the kind of personal security units that these so-called governors are now employing. Remember last year, December, Soludo came out with Operation Udogachi, which he funded with 900 million, giving them arms. These are militant boys. These are Asari Dokombo militant boys in River State that have been deployed to Biafra land to kill innocent Biafrans. Asari Dokombo said it on his own. He said that some of his boys are fighting for insurgency in Okigwe Southeast. He said it. So a lot has been going on since this man has been in. What have Simon Ekpa done wrong? Simon Ekpa uses his platform to expose the criminal activities of the Nigerian government in Southeast. That is what he has been doing. But the Nigerian government have tried every means to make sure that they don't even hear about Biafra, that the world don't even hear about the word Biafra. Not forgetting that this particular Biafra movement did start today. There have been a conventional war with the Nigerian state which killed close to 3 million people that lasted close to 3 years. So it's not today something. Our forefathers fought for this and will continue to fight for this. That is why we, the local media, will continue to spread all this information so that the whole world will actually realize what is happening in Southeast. That is why we will give you legit, raw information, raw data, clean video of the massacre and the criminal activities of Musa and his agents, his political agents in Southeast. Now, before we continue, we have to dig in today. Because after the Finnish government confirmation, there is so many things we need to react to. So we'll be reacting to this video I'm about to share now. So do well to provide your opinions or share your opinions on the comment section so that we, the Biafrans, can add in any way we can in our liberation and our freedom. Now, react to this video I'm about to share now. Remember, our brother Biafra Unite is back, and he's back with a powerful message to these so-called cabinet members that betrayed and sabotaged the arrest of Simon Ekpa, and those that also sabotaged the arrest of Mazen Nadekalo, and also these same politicians that have been claiming that they are fighting for our liberation, they are fighting for our freedom, that they are agitating for the release of Mazen Nadekalo. They have all failed. They are using the release of Mazen Nadekalo as the propaganda or means for their own political gain. You can see what happened in court yesterday. You can see what happened in court yesterday. Every time adjournment. This man have been in DSS custody close to 4 years now. Every time adjournment. So the Nigerian government, they are playing games. These so-called politicians, they are still playing games with the release of Mazen Nadekalo. Who wants to release Mazen Nadekalo? Is it Hope Uzodinma? Hope Uzodinma that have a clean score with Mazen Nadekalo. Remember, Hope Uzodinma was the one that killed Ukonso. And Mazen Nadekalo vowed that he will give him fire. So somebody like Hope will not go agitate for the release of Mazen Nadekalo. Or is this Soludo? Or is this Soludo that is fighting up and down for his second tenure as Anambra State governor? So a lot has been happening. So we'll keep forcing and we'll keep talking so that at last the Nigerian government will have no other option than to sit on a round table with us to discuss our referendum. So that is it. So that is the fact. Now let's react to this video by our brother Biafra Unite. For over how many months now he has been off social media since the arrest of Mazen Kanu. So he's back today with a very, very powerful message. Now let's react to the comment section as we subscribe, share this video, and turn on our notification button for more updates and more legit videos. Now stay tuned.
I also want to use this medium again today, being the 10th day of February 2025, to send another message to just Binta Nyako, because when you put that justice there, it looks like somebody who has integrity. She has no integrity, her family has no integrity, because all the crimes being committed by your husband and your first son are in the public. There is no integrity. So Binta Nyako, I told you on the 21st of April 2024 that the best thing for you to do is to hands up the case. And by the time Mazen Kanu told you that he is no longer confident with you and your operations, you actually did the same by handing off the case. By handing off your hands from the case. And today, the same people who want to use you to convict an innocent man because they are threatening you because of the crime that your husband and your first son committed, tell them that you can no longer continue. Because the more you force yourself in this case, the more you expose yourself and the criminality of your family to the public. So, as early as this moment, tell whoever that is threatening you that you can no longer continue. They can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. It is better that they do not push you to commit something that your generation will suffer till eternity. It is better that they jail whoever they want to jail, whether your husband or your first son, for crime that they truly committed, than to pushing you to commit a heinous crime, a sacrilege, abomination, that your entire generation will suffer till eternity. Binta Nyako, this very message is for you. I will not talk more than this. Now, having said this, remember I said I'm going to open the line when the time comes. I have two messages for two people. I will first of all send the first message to those who are in charge of the Biafra Army, the Biafra Armed Forces. I am not going to mention anybody's name because the other people say they are in charge, while the other people say they are in charge. So whoever that is in charge of the Biafra Armed Forces, I want you to know, no rejigo. Ugo ebelugo na mbawu. Ugo ebelugo na mbawu. Now, I have a message for you. Pay attention, please. Right now. Binta Nyako, I repeat, has today, 10th of February, adjourned the case of Mazen Kanu indefinitely. Do you know what that means? Indefinitely. Meaning that there is no day of trial, there is no day of any court case, we are not expecting to see Mazen Kanu anytime soon. We are not expecting to see Mazen Kanu anytime soon because Binta Nyako has adjourned the case indefinitely. And because of the uproar today and the fight, the battle at the court today, I do not see Binta Nyako. Thank you, my brother, Emmanuel Remiju's channel. God bless you. And of course, God bless everybody who has been commenting. I thank every one of you. Now, listen and pay very good attention to this. Very, very important. Mazen Kanu may not be seen anytime soon until, because I don't see Binta Nyako coming to court because of this case again. Because of what happened. The shame today was too much. So I do not see Binta Nyako coming to court for this case again. Not even anytime soon, but again. So therefore, there's going to be a eternal battle. This is a message. This is a message to those who are in charge of the Biafra armed forces. Pay attention, please. Binta Nyako is not the way I see it, although threat is too much on her. I don't know, she might say, okay, I will come tomorrow. But I do not see her coming back to this case again. So, since the case of MNK has been adjourned indefinitely, meaning no date, no time, anytime free, well, this is the time we need our army now. I don't want to go back to what has happened in the past 2 months, since January, end of December, January, and this new February. I don't have to be talking about it because it's already everywhere, how the zoo is coming here to take over our land. I don't want to say much because it's already in the public. How Asawana of Asari Dokubo that we chased away from our land when our PM is here with us. We chased them away, buyed a lot of them because they are terrorist organization, chased the remaining ones. Today, Asawana is everywhere in Biafra land, especially in Imo State. Buying innocent Igbos. Asari Tokumbo, who found the Asawana terrorist group, sworn, not even sworn, he promised, he told them, buy anybody you see at sight. This Asawana came with anger of Asari Dokubo, anger of Asari Dokubo against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and against Mazi Simon Ekpa. Asawana carries the anger of Asari Dokubo against Ndibo. They have this Asawana. I want you to pay very good attention. I'm telling you what is happening on ground now. Asawana has no business whatsoever with Biafra Liberation Army. Pay very good attention. Asawana has absolutely no business confronting the confronting the Biafra Liberation Army, BLA. Because they know that they can't confront them. Do you know what Asawana is doing in Imo State, in Olu, in Okigwe? Do you know what they are doing? In the old Imo. They enter village, they buy people. Anybody they see outside is a suspect. They gun them down. In the past 1 month. Asawana, in conjunction with the Zoo terrorist army and police, have been wreaking havoc in our land, both in Anambra, in the old Anambra and old Imo, especially within Ihiala axis. They go into villages, they buy people, they don't want to know who you are. Those especially the vulnerable Igbo Biafrans in those areas. That is what Asawana and Zoo terrorist army have been doing. For the past 1 to 2 months now, it has been happening. And then the evil politicians will come on air, on television to tell you, since Mazi Simon Ekpa when Subu, since Ejime arrest, if you see the kind of calmness in Igbo land now, it is a lie. The calmness they are talking about is because the Biafra armed forces is no longer active. Our army is ineffective, is not functioning. I'm telling you the truth. I am telling you the gospel truth. Our armed forces is ineffective, so therefore nothing is going on. That is the reason why the criminal politicians from Igbo land will go on air to tell you, since the arrest of Simon Ekpa, if you see the calmness in Igbo land now, there is no calmness anywhere in Igbo land. It is even worse than before, as I'm talking to you right now, because these people are now buying people unchallenged. Unchallenged. They are buying people unchallenged. And these evil politicians will never speak about it. Rather, they will come and tell you, calm has returned in Igbo land. It is a lie. The calm they are talking about is because our army is no longer effective. The only way they are effective now is when the zoo army, try to go and look for them where they are stationed in the forest. Then some of them will be lucky to buy some of the terrorist army and police. It has never been like that before. Before is that you cannot come to our village. You don't even have to come to the bush to look for them. You cannot come to our villages and buy our people and go back alive. It was never like it. It has ever happened. It's happening only now, not before. Now they will come here, buy innocent Biafrans, our women and children, and they will go back unchallenged. So our people are busy doing saga online. Those who are listening and praising sagacious individuals on social media will be busy writing comments, telling them right on, while our people are being paid on a daily basis here in Biafra land. It is a big shame. I am quite disappointed. So my message to them who are in charge of the Biafran security is to step up the game. Step up the game. Step up the game. Now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case has been adjourned indefinitely, it is time to break the jinx. It is time to break the hands of the zoo. It is time to give it to them woto. It is time to raise the bar. It is time to raise the bar. It is time to raise the bar. Everybody said everybody who comes online talks about Biafra Liberation Army. So Bako, we want those armies that everybody is talking about to be active now. Now, not tomorrow. Now. If we fail to do something right now, especially now that this case has been adjourned indefinitely, in the next 2 years, we may not even see the appearance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court. I am saying it today. Mark today's date, 10th of February 2025. But take my word for granted at your own peril. The case has been adjourned indefinitely. If we fail to do something right now, be rest assured you are not going to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court even in the next 2 years. Because the only thing the zoo wanted is to silence him. So if the case is not going on and he is being abandoned in the custody, the zoo has nothing to lose. Pay attention. The zoo has nothing to lose. Are you listening? The zoo has nothing to lose. So it is time for us to step up the game. Those who are in charge of the security of Biafra, you are the one that I'm talking to. Because the two, should I call it two government? The two people or two groups who are, fighting for or talking about the Biafra restoration. Everybody is speaking about the Biafra Liberation Army. So who are in charge? We don't want to know who is in charge, but I know who is who. So if anyone that is effective fighting the zoo, giving it to them woto, I will come here and tell you, my brothers and sisters, Obonye Dota, Boye na push our army. Let us support him or her. I remain the same person I told you that I am. And I can never ever be bullied into succumbing or doing what I don't want to do or something that is not right. Now, having sent this message, very, very clear message to everybody, all people who are talking about the Biafra Liberation Army, that this is the time we need them to act. The zoo must receive it woto. They have been parading themselves here, parabolating everywhere in our land, unchallenged. It must not continue. It must not continue, especially in this critical time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case has been adjourned indefinitely. The zoo will stand to lose nothing if he remains in their custody for the next 2 years without any trial. Now, having said that, the last message I have is for Adadi Oramma. I will call you by your name. I believe that you are listening to me right now from your location. Please pay very good attention. I have a message for you. In the beginning of this whole thing, I was the only one who made a move, who put a call across, sent voice notes to Mazio Genkere and Dr. Ngozo Rabueze, calling them for a meeting to settle this very matter. Pay attention, please, because this very word that I'm about to say right now, or this very message that I'm about to send, I will not send this message again. This is going to be the first and the only time I'm going to do this. I am the only one. I did not say I am the person. I said I am the only person, only one person who put call across to these two individuals, calling them for a meeting so that we can be able to settle it. Even before that, move that I made, I was already on live broadcast calling them to settle the matter inside instead of bringing it outside. And then when I didn't see any move to settle it between themselves, I called, and of course I sent a voice note calling them for a meeting to resolve the matter. It is quite unfortunate that position and money has made our people to look down on those who paved the way for their success. It's quite unfortunate. Let me repeat. Position and money has made our people to neglect and look down on those who are supposed to be seen as heroes, those who pave way for their success. Position and money. Because I can't listen to anybody. Who are you to listen to? Are you richer than me? Are you more educated than me? Are you wiser than me? I have traveled. I have traveled far and wide. I am bigger than you. So who are you to talk to me? This is our problem. Now, I am sending message to Adadi Oramma anyway. After my effort to unify these two individuals failed woefully because they refused to listen to me, I was even insulted in the process. Now, When I saw that no one is ready to pay attention to me or to my plea, I came online. My own problem, let me tell you once again, my own problem was not their problem. Their problem may be position. Their problem may be any other thing. Their problem may be power. Any other thing could be their problem, but that was never my problem. My problem was I came online the day I read the charter to tell our people that the dissolution of the Biafra government is inappropriate. It's not right, because according to the law that guides the government, made it clear the way the government would be dissolved when the time comes. That was my crime. I never sagared anybody. I never insulted anybody. I didn't call anybody any name. I didn't say anybody is a Nigerian agent. I didn't say anybody is a criminal. I didn't say you shouldn't follow anybody. I only said that the way the government of Biafra was, resolved on the podium, on air, in the live broadcast during the convention was wrong. Because according to the document that guides the government of Biafra, made it very, very clear how the Biafra government will be dissolved when the time comes. So, Adadi Oramma picked offense. Picked an offense, and Dr. Ngozo Rabeze picked an offense. They began to write to all Biafran platforms to boycott Biafra Unite. And why did they pick offense? They picked offense because the charter that I read is against what they did. That is the reason why they picked offense. No, they didn't pick offense because I am fighting for Genkere. They didn't pick offense because I'm on the side of Genkere. No. Even in that same broadcast, I made it clear that I am not on the side of anybody. I made it very clear. But they didn't hear that one. They heard the charter that I read, which is against what Madam Ngozi Rabeze did. That is their anger against me. Not that they have any issue with me. Not that they have any evidence against me, looking for a way to bring anybody down. No. Or they have any evidence against me taking money or bribe from anybody. No. It is because I am the one who brought the charter to the notice of all Biafrans, and the charter is against the dissolution of the Biafra government. That is my offense. Now, I want to tell Madam Adadi Oramma, my own sister that used to be very, very close to me. But after my broadcast, you came online to lie against me, leveled, baseless, unfounded, and unbelievable allegation against my person. You claimed that Ogenkere Bunyalumego billions to come and fight Dr. Ngozi Rabeze. You told the Biafran people, I'm talking to you, Adadi Oramma. I am very, very, I believe that you are listening right now from your end. You told the Biafran people, after you cried, you shed crocodile tears online and leveled allegation against me that no Genkere Bunyalumego to fight Ngozi Rabeze. You may say you didn't say anything like that, but I want to remind you one. Just one. And then I will send my message to you. You made mention of the man. Sorry, why I'm going to remind you this is because I wouldn't want you to forget or to say you didn't do anything like that. The reason why I'm saying this and the reason why I'm taking my time to say this is because I won't talk about it. You said you made mention of one man in Ghana who won some money last year, December. You said that man contacted me through you, that the man wanted to give me some money, and that was the time I was calling people to come and assist me to pay for the platform, for this software which I use for my broadcast. I was calling people to come that time to help me pay for the software. Then you said that even the time this thing was happening was the time I was calling people to come and help me pay for the platform, for the software which I use for broadcast. Yet somebody made himself available to assist me, to give me money. And then because no genkere bunyalumego, that is the reason why I refuse to take that money from that man. Because of ego bunyalumu, ego Nigeria government bunyalumu through genkere. That is the reason why I refuse to take that money from that man from Ghana. You said this to me in the public. If Adade Olama is not listening, because I've seen one comment, somebody said Adade Olama is live now. If she's live, somebody must cut this place and send it to her. Very, very important. You opened your mouth and said in the public, now because ne bunyelumego kanjina naro that man that money. Inebelo ndi Igbo akwa alele. Inebe shedding crocodile tears, blackmailing me in the public. Why shedding tears? In order for them to believe what you are saying and hate Biafra unite. So, I listened to that broadcast from beginning till the end. In fairness, saying, wow, this life now you didn't tell Biafrans that I personally called you on phone after having discussion with that man in Ghana. That man said he wanted to bless me because he won 20 million. He wanted to bless me and appreciate my work for Biafra. After having discussion with the man, you didn't tell Biafran that I called you and asked you, how do you know this man? Do you trust him? You open your mouth, Adade Olama, to tell me that if my heart does not accept the money, I should leave it. In fact, leave it. You told me that. You refused to tell Biafrans that I had a conversation with you, asking you, how do you know this man? Do you really trust him? And you told me, if your heart does not accept, leave it. In fact, leave it. Just rapier. You didn't tell Biafrans like this. And after that word, which even the message that I had already sent to the